Ah, you're here. Good. Because clearly, nobody else is going to explain this to you. Let me guess. You go to the temple, stand in the queue for 45 minutes, get 3 seconds in front of the deity, come back home. And then you say, yeah, I went to temple today. That's it? That's what you think is happening there? Okay, sit down. We need to talk. Let me ask you something simple. What do you think a temple is? A building? A place where God has a permanent address? God has a permanent address. Like some kind of divine flat booking. Yes, 3rd Street, near the banyan tree, ground floor deity, 1st floor storage. No. A temple is not an address. It is an energy space. And before you say, oh, that's just a feeling, let me ask you this. When you walk into a hospital, do you feel relaxed? No. When you walk into a beach, do you feel anxious? Also no. You didn't decide to feel those things. The space made you feel that. So why is it so hard to believe that a temple space can affect you too? I'll wait. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your temple was not built randomly. Some guy didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, let me just stack some rocks here and call it sacred. No, there is an entire ancient knowledge system that defines exactly how a temple should be built. It's called Agama Shastra, thousands of years old. It specifies which direction the temple faces, which stone is used, what the proportions are, what geometry is followed. This is not interior decoration advice. This is energy design. Every measurement, every angle, every layer of that structure is deliberately designed to do one thing: take you from the outside world to your own inner world. The Gopuram at the entrance, that's your entry point. The Mandapam, that's your transition zone. You're preparing. The Garbhagriham, that's the core, the center, the destination. And here's the part that should blow your mind. That entire structure is modeled after the human body. Yes, you are the blueprint. But we'll come back to that. Now, tell me, what is the most important part of the temple? The Garbhagriham. Garbha means womb. Griham means house. The womb of the temple.
Now, before you just nod and move on, actually think about that word. Womb. Not a hall, not a showroom, not a photo opportunity spot. A womb. A place of origin. A place of pure, contained energy. That small, dark room that feels almost claustrophobic is not a design mistake. It is deliberate. Darkness, containment, silence. Sound familiar? That's exactly what a womb is. And inside that womb stands the idol. Now, don't you dare say it's just a stone, because here is what actually happened to that stone. Before that idol was placed there, a specific process was performed. Not a quick prayer, not a small ceremony with snacks after. A highly specific, multi-day, deeply technical ritual. It's called Prana Pratishta. Prana, life force. Pratishta, to establish, to ground. Through specific mantras, specific priests, specific timing, a living presence was invoked into that idol. Let me give you an analogy. You have a brand new phone, latest model, fully charged, but it's switched off. Is it useful? No.
it's just an expensive rectangle. The moment you switch it on,
Everything changes. Prana Pratishta is that switch-on moment. After that ritual, that idol is no longer treated as an object. It is treated as a living presence. That is why every single morning, priests perform a wake-up ritual. Meals are offered. A rest ritual happens at night. They are not being dramatic. They are maintaining a living presence. And that is why that space stays continuously charged. Not for one day, not for 1 year, for centuries. So now you understand why you feel something the moment you walk in. It's not your imagination. Centuries of prayer in that space, continuous ritual energy, specific sound frequencies from mantras bouncing off those stone walls, geometry that literally affects how you stand and breathe. All of it together shifts your state. Your mind slows down. Thoughts settle without you trying at all. And you were going to call that just a feeling. Unbelievable. Now, remember I said the temple structure is modeled after the human body? Let's talk about that. The body is a temple. You've heard this your whole life. You probably thought it was just a motivational quote for gym people. It is not. There is a direct structural parallel between a temple and your body. The temple has energy centers from base to top. So does your body. They're called chakras. The temple is not just a building that represents your body. It is a map, a physical, walkable, experiential map of your own inner journey. When you walk from the entrance to the Garbhagriha, You are literally walking from your base energy to your highest awareness. And most people just walk in, take a photo, and walk out. Here is the honest truth. Most of us haven't experienced our own inner space. We are so distracted, so noisy inside, that the idea of inner stillness feels almost foreign. And that is exactly why the temple exists. Not to replace your inner journey, but to trigger it. To give you a taste of stillness that you've forgotten you're capable of. The temple does the heavy lifting for you. You just have to show up and actually be there. Not checking your phone in the queue. You know who you are. So the next time you go to a temple, don't just think, I am going to see God. Think this. I am walking into a living energy system designed thousands of years ago specifically to wake something up inside me. Go with that intention, and I promise you, that experience will be on a completely different level. Now go. And maybe this time, actually be present for those 3 seconds in front of the deity. That's all it takes. You're welcome. I am the temple. I don't need to go. Sure. The temple is a path. You are the journey. You still need the path to know where you're going.